Hello everyone and welcome back to Divinity. Let's check out and see what this Hall of Frost has to offer. Go figure, it's a world of snow. Stardette. Okay.
It's so cold in here, it hurts.
I think my very words may freeze and fall to the ground.
Word is poison, such as no serpent has ever known.
What?
But he sides with that which has no name. I know he does. He is betrayal incarnate. He tricked them once, and will try to do so again. Their will is weak. Too weak.
What? He sides with that which has no name. I know he does. He is betrayal incarnate. He tricked them once. I wonder if the he is Zigzags, or is that his name? And then we are the them. And then that which has no name is the Void Dragon, maybe? And our will is too weak? I don't know. By the hoary beard of Boreas, can it be? You've come. You've come home. Welcome home. It's about time, isn't it? Your quarters have been invaded by all manners of madness. Who are you? Does my brilliant frost beguile you? I am Ice, of course. A soldier of ice to be explicit, and this is where I have dwelt across many eons. Here I wait for the day, if ever, I am called to serve this realm again. Or the realm again. Okay, what do you mean by calling this my home? Could I be more explicit? This place is of your essence. Can't you feel it in your very bones? As I do in every crystal of frost within me? You belong here, and this place belongs to you. I cannot tell you why or how, but I know it to be true. Let's ask this. Of course! Alongside my opposite, the eternal fire. We were summoned in service of a goal greater than the timeless battle between heat and cold. Yes, together we sought victory against the void. You can thank our great army for all of this, you know. For existence itself. Those were times of great proportions. The forces of nothingness pitted against those of life. And naught but ourselves marching to the beat set by our great leaders could stop the void's encroachment. Okay. Your home, your rules, naturally. What would you like to know? Oh, okay, so this just opens up different vendors, I guess? And this guy is selling, of course, water spells, and then also marksman skills. That's interesting. Hail attack. It's level 18. Level 16. We already know that one. Know that one. Yep. Piercing Ice Shard. Ooh. That could be useful. That could be very useful. Okay. Let's go to tokshen here. And trade. Alright, so the Piercing Ice Shard. That does sound like something I would want. I don't actually have any money on this guy, though. Is that the case? That's fine. You have a lot of stuff that I've set aside to sell. Oh, wow, that's already too much. Okay, there we go. I will take that. Thank you very much. Now, for the range skills here. Okay. Mute a target. That sounds very useful. Plant a disease on a nearby target. 3 meters, not good for our character. What's the range on this one? Oh wait, no, not that one. Mute. Mute is 16 meters. Maybe I'll come back for that one. Well, thank you, Stardets. Is there anything else in this place? Okay. Nope. Interesting. Do I actually have enough space to learn that, though? I do not. I'd have to lose a spell. Freezing Touch is pretty good. Ice Shard I have because of a ring that I have on currently. And I don't really want to lose really any of these. If anything, I would get rid of Freezing Touch, but that is really useful. It's almost a guaranteed chance to freeze any target. It is very close range, but it kind of fits with the Battle Mage. You kind of want them to be close range. Eventually, hopefully he will be, I don't know. He's just been kind of designated on Rain and Healer status for this entire campaign. Let's see. How many skill points do I have? 2. Well, and one more level, which we're kind of close. I can get this up to level 3 so I can learn more water spells. Yeah, okay, I'll just keep it on me till then. And I cannot talk to you again to change the portal, so I guess that's just my one choice for now. Maybe if we find more Starstones, then we can activate more portals. Okay, well, let's go off to find the White Witch. So we'll go to this road right here. And I have never been past this point. Actually, the farthest I gone was a long time ago. Because I never fought King Brachus before, so like everything is new for me. Alright. Into a new area. It's pretty exciting. Lucula Forest. Whole new town to explore as well. Ooh. I like the architecture there. Okay, so this takes us to the center of this place? Okay. Oh, which way to go? Left or right, I guess. Well, if I want to get to the town, I'm going to imagine I need to follow the road. I'll come back here and explore the other area later. So, yep, let's start going this way. Great! Corpses! We're on the right track.
It seems he was eaten by a beast.
Well, partially eaten, to be more precise.
And whatever killed him went that way. Ooh. North is Silverglenn. That's where I want to go. Okay. Well, we shall follow the beast's trail up to at least here. I imagine that's going to duck into some kind of cave or something over that way. I think to get to the town, we want to go that... Yeah, that direction there. That is north. Okay. So, again, I just want to get to the town first. And then we'll come back to do some exploring. Continue to follow the main road. Hello! Initiate. In the name of the goddess, halt! Who goes there? Source Hunter. In that case, you can rest easy, Hunter. There is no source to be found here. Only the glory of Immaculates. What? What is this place? Why, it's Silverglenn, of course. Once the abode of miners, now the abode of the faithful. Oh boy. Alright, so right here I'm just going to say this. This is my guess. Because this is going to be the cliche route that the game creators would go with this. Since this is a town of faithful, at the very head of the faithful, the highest spiritual leader is going to be evil. Either he's going to be evil, he or she is going to be evil, or they're going to be manipulated by an evil force. If the game developers go down the cliche route, which I hope they don't. But I'm making that guess right here and now. Okay. We have traded the search for silver for the pursuit of divinity. I'm sure this sounds strange, and what are the stranger's ears, but you must know that but a short while ago, a frightful sickness felled us by the dozen until she who speaks for the goddess brought us secure. There you go. There you go. That's the perfect situation. This person creates the disease, has the cure for the disease, comes as a savior of the disease, and everyone accepts them as their spiritual leader. This is setting up the most cliche of storylines here. She showed us how we may overcome the frailty and even the decrepitude of our mortal bodies. That is why we now live a life of devoutness and servility, so that we may become immaculate. Yeah, something probably is wrong. I could be wrong, but this is just kind of setting up your cliche story. But I suggest you talk to Father Loic if you want to learn more about the ways of the goddess. Father Loic. Our note from the cultist was from a dude named Loic. There you have it right there. Okay. Be welcome, therefore, to Silverglenn. Blessed be all the Immaculates. Great. Great.
The Immaculates here seem to be a friendly enough bunch.
Seem being the operative word. Let's remain vigilant.
I'm kind of... I don't know, I feel kind of like, really, they're going down this route? I mean, look, they get, like, okay. Who knows, maybe the Conduit are actually good people. Maybe that's the flip. We think they're evil now, but maybe they're actually good, fighting against the Void. Okay. Gosh, a whole new town to explore.
Psst. Over here, Hunter. It's me, Ahu.
Hello, Ahu.
Well, hello there.
So you have made it into the hamlet of Silverglenn, I see. Unnerving spot, don't you find? I can't quite put my paw on it, but something sinister simmers beneath the tranquil surface of the settlement. At least they're being very upfront about this whole evil religion thing, and not trying to make it seem like the player wouldn't know about it. So that's cool. At least they're making it very obvious. Alright, so what do you make of these Immaculates? They're thick as trout, if you ask me, and unnaturally obsessed with the teachings of some strange woman they call the Conduit. I haven't seen her myself, but she must be a witch or a sorceress, and she must possess great personal charm and magical mastery to enthrall a crowd of shaggy miners. To have them hop on the bandwagon of a shadowy religion wholly alien to them. Now, notice they chose sorceress as it's spelled normally, and not source as in the power source. So I guess there is a difference in this world between sorcerer and sorcerer. Huh, okay. Either that or they just misspelled that. Okay, so what makes you suspect something sinister? The blood. Now, I can see how it could be a fantastic thing to nurse a dying human back to health if all it takes is to sacrifice a toad, but I spy bloodlust in these people's eyes. A bloodlust that goes beyond the unusual meaning of the word. They all act like they're following a benign goddess that will lead them to paradise, but I'll be a dappled Dalmatian if any of that is true. No, this town... I have the feeling it's but a facade. What lurks behind the mask of innocence, I wonder? Okay, well, since you've been scouting this place, perhaps you can tell me where I should start looking for shady goings-ons. I've been shadowing the local priest, a man by the name of Loic. I have the feeling he knows more than most in Silverglenn, for I followed him in the night when he meets with cloaked strangers and goblins even. Ooh, goblins. Mangoth, Hyberheim. What? Mangoth, Hyberheim. Okay. Of strange things I've heard him whisper. Yes, this priest has shady goings-ons written all over that smug, holier-than-thou face of his. So, who are these creatures? Alright, well, why are we walking about Silverglenn, or why are... I feel like they're missing a word there. Why are you walking about in your cat form? The advantage of being a puss, my friend, is that one can pussyfoot. A white-haired wizard draws attention, but a cat can move about unnoticed and, indeed, unseen. Not that I'm not extra wary of these bloodsuckers, though. There's a conspicuous absence of pets in this eerie little town. Good luck, Hunter. I think I'll take my leave, too. People have been eyeing me strangely, and I think I know what it is they have on their blood-crazed minds.
Until we meet again.
And there he goes. Okay, so these people are crazy. Well, let's see what's in here. Oh boy.
Remember, oh brothers and sisters, oh seeking souls, the miracles with
Give
which
me
the
the
blessed
strength,
conduit
oh God,
rid our mean and
to become
mangled
enlightened.
bodies of the rot that plagued them. Miracles, we deem them.
Oh, sorry, I disturbed you. Hello, Loic. Welcome be, O seeking souls, to this holy house of Immaculates. And who are you? I am Loic, enlightened one among Immaculates, spokesman for the holy conduit, as she is the spokesman for the goddess herself. Hers is the blood. Alright. Who are you? We are the chosen ones of the goddess. The benedictions of the blood render our bodies and spirits unblemished, for such is her mercy that we may all become part of the sacred soul, and you too, Seeker, could become one such part. Sure. You find yourself in the goddess's temple, therefore it follows she wants you to take the true path. So here, have this hallowed tome. Read it, absorb the wisdom within, then find the second part and do with it the same. If an immaculate you want to be, a test of knowledge shall be your first step towards enlightenment. Yeah, sure, let's read those books. The conduit, yes. She, the most exalted of all, second only to the goddess. It was she who brought us first her divine words, then her divine will, a will made real in blood. Truly, though, she is quite beyond your concern, O wandering soul. She stands so very high above your humble station. The goddess is the light and life of all. Corrupt is the world that generations of men and beasts have left behind, but immaculate it may be once more, cleansed in the blood of the unworthy. The few, the proud, the enlightened, theirs will be her kingdom. When red has run until no red is left, a paradise we will have, shapen and the goddess will dwell among us. So when there's no blood left, like everyone's an undead, is that what you're trying to say? I guess that's it. Okay.
Give me the strength, O goddess, to become enlightened.
These are all just miners.
Diligently
That is definitely
will I
a
heed the
hatch.
words of the goddess.
Okay. What does this say? Okay, the cat wizard Aru advises to infiltrate the Immaculates by becoming one of them. Getting to know the enemy from within seems like a sensible plan. Yeah, it does seem like a sensible plan. Loic, the priest of Silverglenn, gave us a book and told us that if we study it, we might be able to join the Immaculates. Alright, well, let's study this book. Tenebrium. Alright, well, feel free to read that right there. Feel free to pause it. I'm going to probably read it a little bit later when I'm not recording. Okay, let's explore this town a little bit more. Another waypoint. Okay, let's activate that. Excellent. I am looking for, you know, a blacksmith or a merchant or something. Ah, blacksmith. Well, at least a smithy. No actual person, though. Oh, nope, nope. Don't want to do that. Well, I mean, since no one's here to see me do this... Nope. Alright, let's go in through here. There we go. Alright, Sebi.
Well, hello there.
Hello and welcome to our shop. I'm the son of the proprietor, Nadia. Please let us know how we can help you. You've probably noticed that my mother Nadia and I aren't from around here. No, we traveled rather far from our hometown to plant new roots here in Silverglenn. My father, Ben, his death was somewhat mysterious, and we've traced the puzzle back to this little settlement. My mother will have plenty to say on this subject if you're interested. Okay. Ma's a bit intense, to be sure, set in her ways but fiercely loyal to the family. Help her out and you've got a friend for life. Cross her, and you better be off skipping town. Not that that'll stop her from cursing your line for the next 1,000 cycles of Bendis. My father was a good man, equal in character to his wife, His death nearly destroyed us, Ma and me. But now we're here, and we won't leave until we've held the proper parties accountable for their role in his death.
Until we meet again.
Okay.
Well, hello there.
Yeah, Varma Malbenita. Whatever that means. A source hunter in Silverglenn. I have traveled mile on top of mile to find help, and now help has, how you say, appeared from skinny vapors. Is that how you say things? Okay. My story, well, this is no small tale. I think perhaps you would be more interested in how you say, short end of the stick? I see what they're going for here. I believe Lawrence, the leader of Mining Guild, tell my husband and many of other workers to mine deadly ore called Tenebrium. Lawrence knew that this ore caused rot. Charming name, no? Yet ordered miners to continue. Many men, my Ben among them, become the sickness, and now they, how you say, kick down the bucket? But this sickness, it is not normal. It kills swift and terrible, not unlike Source. I wonder what the creators envisioned her accent to be. My son Sabi and I travel from our home to find truth, but this has proven not so easy. Tell me about your husband. My sweet little Pomarba Vizago, my darling Ben Vizago. Okay. We got along like how you say peas and ferrets. Yes, exactly, peas and ferrets. But there is work, very well paid, in mines clearing special rock from silver mine. Jeez. So he leaves Sebi and I to come to Silverglenn. We wait with hearts like stones for some months, and one day we see a familiar figure moving with strange steps on path toward cottage. We run to meet him and take him into our arms, but he collapsed at our touch. We help him inside and set him to rest, but he was in terrible condition. Each hour he grew worse, rot so fast we hardly recognized him after 2 short days. He slipped away from us, and we bury him with much grief. Okay. When his father dies, Sebi become restless. Being of the age, he joined army and goes straight to front line. Though I was nearly old woman, I joined army as healer to be near and look after my boy. There we saw special legionnaire using strange weapon, and this legionnaire soon come to my tent with the same disease that killed Ben. I discovered the Tenebrium ore in this weapon. It was the ore that killed them both. I come to Silverglenn to discover truth, and here I find Lawrence. That arrogant man conducts his business without apologize to any. Huh. So you need help proving Lawrence knowingly encouraged the miners to handle Tenebrium. Exactly this. Please, Source Hunter, you must help me prove that Lawrence made his workers to mine deadly Tenebrium. For your help, I offer blessing from my homeland. Sevi mal sucesos, mi plantos Carizabo kaj tormenti via neposob guiage brancoj. I have no idea what she just said. Translation is difficult, but it means something like, if you fail, I will plant cherry tree and haunt your grandbaby beneath branch. What? Good luck. What? If you fail, I will plant cherry tree and haunt your grandbaby beneath branches? What? Let's see what you have for sale. What the heck? That's it? A lot of money, though. I guess I could sell a lot of my stuff to you. Let's quickly see if you have anything.
My friend returns.
I was expecting more from this place.
Until we meet again.
Alright, well, I'll come back to them later. Guess there's not really going to be any fighting in this episode. I'm probably going to take some time after this one to explore the town and get some side stuff going on.
Yes. I can feel the goddess's vigor coursing through my very veins.
No, you can't.
Do you believe in the gods, baby? Because you're the answer to all my prayers.
Stay a while, darling. I just know I could take you on a wild ride if you let me.
You have like a horse in the back and...
Sweetie.
Kidding, I know what she means. Pickaxe Tavern. It's a good name for a mining tavern.
I hear those, sweetheart. If I had a star for every time you ride me one day, I'd have a galaxy on my hand.
Okay, I really would like to talk to all these people, but again, I'll probably do that in my own time.
Wanna have a good time?
You know what? Sure, let's talk to Ruby.
Well, hello there.
Look at you, honey. I could take you on a ride neither of us will soon forget. Let's just ask her some questions. What's your take on Silverglenn? Honey, I hardly recognize this place anymore. Everything has changed since those silly Immaculates came into vote. Oh, cool, so she's not a believer. The miners, they used to spend their last penny on a backward glance from yours truly, but now they'd rather pray than play. I just don't understand it. So what do you think about them? They just stand around and praise a so-called goddess all day long. I have no idea who she is, but apparently she gets her kicks from having blood sprayed all over her. I knew a girl once who was into that kind of stuff. Her clients used to call her goddess and mistress too, but there was precious little divine about her. Alright. That's a story for another day, ain't it? Speaking of, yours and mine has hardly just begun. Let's say we get better acquainted upstairs. I've got all kinds of details to share with you. Maybe
Until
later,
we meet
Ruby.
again.
Come hither,
Friend, this is most excellent.
If I had a
news.
star for every time
Welcome to
you
the
bridled my
Immaculates.
day, I'd have a galaxy in my hands.
How big is this town? Oh, this is... okay. The end.
Wanna have a good time?
Alright, let's go this way.
Brandon, what news from the mines?
No news, sir. Goblins will slice us to ribbons if we approach the bridge.
Unacceptable. I want those goblins out of my mind by yesterday. Send another man, as many as it takes.
We haven't enough men among us to take on even a few of them, sir.
Are you deaf? I said I want those goblins out. Make it happen, even if you have to spear Drexis yourself.
Whoa. Let's talk to this man. This is Lawrence. A source hunter. My liege, I am at your disposal. I am Lawrence, the representative of the mining guild responsible for operations in Silverglenn. Please, valiant hunter, let us know how we can assist you. Yeah, let's just open up like this. Sure, this is a great way to say hello to somebody. Preposterous. What does that foreigner know about the affairs of Silverglenn? You do best to do as I do, my liege, and turn a deaf ear to her insane accusations. Oh, I am no one special, merely a humble servant of the guild and shepherd to the happy flock of miners within this settlement. My only cause for complaint, your grace, are these awful goblins. They're starving us out, refusing even a single honest miner his right to work. Perhaps, my most upright highness, you might be able to help us with this little problem. I like his brown-nosing to try and get on my good side. Sure. You must forgive me if I become somewhat overcome when discussing it, my liege. To think how I've been betrayed. To think how the humble miners of Silverglenn suffer. I don't think he really cares about the miners. I invited a tribe of goblins to assist us in clearing the Tenebrium from our mine, you see. The leader of the troop, a certain spitting Satan named Drexis, promised to clear the Tenebrium and be gone. When the job was done, though, he and his band of totem-brain fiends refused to vacate. They've kept close guard on the bridges to the mine since, and they'll slice whoever dare approach them into ribbons. These goblins follow Drexis like lemmings, your grace, and if only I could undo the traitor, they'd slither back to the swamp they crawled from. Drexis's head on my mantle would save countless miners from a slow starvation, my liege. What's one goblin over countless disenfranchised workers? Yeah, bring up a good point. Tell me about the goblins. Those brutes. I invited them here to save our valued miners from the ill effects of clearing Tenebrium, and those interlopers met my invitation with a hostile takeover. They haven't allowed a single human miner past them in months, and meanwhile my men have all but forgotten their vocation and turned instead to their damned religion. Oh, cool, so he's not part of the religion either. Okay. He's oh, excuse me. He's probably still a bad guy, but at least he's not part of the conduit kind of bad guy. What can you tell me about it? Useless stuff, my liege. Worse than common dirt, but 10 times as difficult to extract and infinitely more dangerous. If only we know in advance the terrible effect rot would have, we would have stopped trying to clear it immediately. I wonder maybe if he... Maybe he isn't a bad... I don't know. Yeah, it's a dreadful business. I don't know. I feel like he's pretty shady. Dreadful business that. I've been fortunate enough to avoid the sickness so far, my liege, but my heart truly breaks for the families of those who've been afflicted. Yeah, I'm sure it does. You see, my liege, when a miner has been overlong exposed to Tenebrium, he begins showing certain symptoms. Gangrene about the extremities, fatigue, malaise. At first we attributed these symptoms to, well, to poor diet, laziness, and general malingering. Had we known then what we've since discovered, we never would have continued operations. But alas, mistakes were made, and those we lost can never be brought back, no matter what that crackpot conduit would have one believe. My liege, you ought not concern yourself with the fraudulent leader of a crackpot cult. Really, the whole affair is an utter embarrassment to Silverglenn. Some insane huckster calling herself the conduit of the goddess made her way to Silverglenn at the height of the rot's hold on our miners. The people were desperate, you see. When by magic or illusion she managed to cure a handful of them of the affliction, every last one of the bunch began speaking of her as though she were some messiah. Now most of the town has taken over with her little cult of Immaculates, as she calls them. Fortunately for her, she disappeared shortly after her little trick, or I would have thrown her into prison and swallowed the key myself. Imagine hypnotizing... Sorry, my throat's starting to give way from all the talking here. Imagine hypnotizing an entire town with nothing more than snake oil. Yeah, let's ask about Ben. Yes, Ben, of course, one of our many noble miners, Your Grace. A smallish man. I believe he's around here somewhere, isn't he? What? No, he's not. He's dead. Let's see. Enough to know the whole institution has been a blight on productivity. With the blessings of the conduit to replace a sense of a job well done, the miners care hardly at all for getting the mines back in good working order.
Until we meet again.
So he probably gave us a quest to kill goblins. Yes. She suspects that Lawrence knew of the risk but still encouraged miners to extract the ore. She also suggested that Rodus went into sorcery. So he initially made a deal with the goblins to get the Tenebrium. So the way I understand it, he first... Was it they first found out about the rot and then he contacted the goblins to take the Tenebrium because he knew that the rot was there and he figured that the goblins would first mine all the Tenebrium and then die? Or was he contacting the goblins first? I think that's the order of things, right? Miners start dying of rot, he contacts goblins, goblins take over mines, and now he wants me to kill goblins? Is that what's going on here? Oh, gosh. Okay. Well, it's not really that big of a town. There's a goblin right there. Guess those are the mines down in there. And then that leads back out there.
Goddess above, have you ever seen a creature more pathetic than Fumble?
Indeed, I haven't.
And I can hear someone talking.
Troll
Oh, there
just
it is.
stands there.
Because they're right there.
Remember when that redhead used to come by and cheer him up?
Oh, yeah. You know, I bet she was just feeling sorry for that whiny lump of toll-taking fat.
The redhead? Ruby? Perhaps I need to talk to Ruby some more if I find a troll up here. There's the troll. Okay, I was going to end the episode, but let's go through this real quick. Troll toll. Troll toll, if you please. It may be pointless. Life may be pointless, but the toll needs to be paid. Your heart doesn't seem to be in your work. How could it be? My life is like the bridge behind me. It goes nowhere. Loneliness such as this, how it weighs, how it burdens. Gosh, a sad troll. Dear me, why? I stand here day and night. Humans hate me for I must take their gold for no good reason at all. Even among my own I find no companionship. Troll toll, it is all they think about. Once, though, I was happy. A girl, one of your very own kind, used to pass by daily. She was bright and young and gay. She smiled, she bid me good morning. She told me about the dreams that had come to her at night. But then she left for a faraway land. She is gone, and I have been lonely ever since. Oh, if only a jolly young girl would come to talk to me once more. Oh boy. Jolly young girl, huh? Let's ask about the bridge. It's all the goblins' fault. They cut the ropes to prevent you humans from going to the mines below. Ropeless. Pointless. And yet I must cry for toll. Alright, so why must we pay? We ask for toll because our king commands us to. He is mad for gold. All his senses crave it. Gold is his life, and therefore it is my life too. Even though I care more for the daisies in the fields than I could ever care for cold, dead metal, no matter how pretty its luster. Okay. What about the Troll King? He is the king of Lucala Forest, and a most formidable troll indeed. I do not even like to talk about him for fear he might find out and crush my skull like a walnut. Archibald, though. Archibald? Archibald may be willing to speak. His fine mind makes him bold. Find Archibald, a proud troll and troll father, if you wish to know about the king. 1,000 gold coins. Such is the toll I must ask. So let's have the troll toll, if you please. Sure. I feel like I can get more out of this troll if I just pay him and don't kill him. And I'm assuming this means I will kill him. The toll has been paid, and I thank you for it. From the bottom of my heart, I apologize that you have paid good money to cross a broken bridge. Can't be helped. Leave me, like she left me, my bony lass. Were that another would come and ask, how are you, Fumble?
Well, feast out of old Fumble, all right. A veritable banquet of lard.
Huh. I kind of think I want to talk to Ruby and see if I'm like, hey, look, I'll give you some money. You just go talk to Fumble. I don't know. I'll see. So thanks for watching this episode. I'm going to continue exploring the town and talk to everybody and find out if there's any more side quests to be had. And next episode, I'll try to do some combat if I can find any. I was going across the bridge, but I'm going to have to find another way into the mines, it seems. So thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time. Take care.